Above them all. Football news, predictions, we have it all. You can watch or listen, that's your call. Just join us on Beyond the Ball.
Hello and welcome to Beyond the Ball. I am Colly. I'm joined again this week by Big Paddy. Paddy, what's going on?
All right, my man. Thank God we're nearly out of the international break.
Yeah, thank fuck. Paddy, we suffered a 2-0 defeat on their fucking first match. Unfortunately, it was against the Brits, the English.
I actually thought you were breaking up there when you were saying his name.
So yeah, we lost 2-0 in our first game. We are currently playing against Greece. Hopefully we get a better result here. These are the type of games we need to win. Didn't care too much about the 2-0 loss against England, if I'm being totally honest with you. Myself and yourself were pissed drunk at that stage at a wedding, as most people probably saw on the Instagram story, where I was foolishly on your shoulder, knowing well that you're about 7 foot tall, and if I fell, I was breaking my neck. But we did it anyway. We did it for
hobbling around the next day. My knees were in bits. Not saying you're heavy or anything, but fuck me.
No, that's exactly what you're saying. So yeah, we're going to be looking at we're going to be just chatting a little bit about the England and Ireland game. We are watching the England or the Ireland and Greece game. So if you hear some random shouts, it's for that reason. I'll run through, Paddy. I'll run through the teams real quick. But we're going to be giving score predictions for the Premier League and stuff like that later on as well. So stay tuned for all that. Queevy and Kelleher in goal, Dara O'Shea, Omobamidele, Nathan Collins, Robbie Brady, Ogbene, Smallbone, Malumbi, Alan Brown, Jason Knight, and Smodics. I'm going to read out the Greece. Do you know, I'm not going to read out the Greece teams then. They can fuck off. There's no chance I'm getting them all right. So there's absolutely no chance I'm reading all them out. So, Paddy, the first thing, actually, wait, before we do that, Paddy, we have to go into the Irish review.
Well, the graphic is better than our performance, as it is every time.
I feel like a leprechaun every time that fucking song comes on, you know that? It's disgusting. Paddy, 2-0. Obviously, we didn't see much of the game. So tactically, I don't really know what it was like and what happened. I did see some highlights, but again, can't really judge it off a few highlights because it's the best and worst parts. I like to see it in like the boring phases just to see what actually way they're setting up. So I do know England obviously dominate possession, stuff like that. But it leads us to our topic of the game, Paddy, and that was Jack Grealish and Declan Rice scoring against us. First of all, Paddy, one of them celebrated and one of them didn't. Do you think they both should have celebrated, or do you think neither of them should have celebrated, or what was your thoughts on that? Declan Rice didn't, Grealish did.
Well, I think following the game, I think Declan Rice was held in higher regard, or would have been held in higher regard with the Irish public rather than Grealish. But there was an awful lot of stuff in the media last week. You know, you had Harry Kane coming out as well, talking about his Irish ancestry. But look, they can all talk about it all they want, but none of them wanted to play for us, did they? They all wanted to play for fucking the Brits.
The English beat
the great atmosphere of the game. We talked about we couldn't see the game, which is true, but you could see I think the Ireland manager's reaction, which I was kind of happy about that. Look, he wasn't best pleased whatsoever. Like some of the goals were simple, stupid, schoolboy mistakes, as he said, for the 2 goals. So look, let's hope he's a man that's a bit more serious about this job than some have been in the past, and he can get something out of his players, get reaction.
I think, like I said, I kind of touched on it there earlier on. I don't really care about like England, like losing 2-0 to England. I don't really care much about that. Like England have got to 2 major finals in the last couple of years, like, and they're probably technically they're probably the best team in the world at the moment. I mean, definitely one of, and if not the best. I think with decent manager there and a really good manager, they may have gone on to actually lift the trophy. But look, it's all hearsay. But I don't mind that because Ireland have never been a team that go and beat them type of teams. But we do make it difficult for them, and we did make it slightly difficult. Like the manager was saying, it was kind of 2 sloppy mistakes and stuff like that led to goals. So I like that we make it difficult for the big teams. But see the likes of these games like Greece. Now we've seen Greece in the past; they've won the Euros and stuff like that. They have usually fairly okay teams, and they're probably towards a bit of a similar standard than we are. Now I kind of feel like we should be beating this, so we should be narrowly beating a team like Greece at home, definitely. Like if we got a draw away at Greece, I wouldn't be too kind of pissed off about it. I'd kind of see it as not too bad of a result, but it was the frustration of losing against the likes of Lithuania, against fucking Andorra. Well, we didn't lose it, but playing the likes of Andorra and not winning. Come on, Willie Smallboner. Oh, it's good. But I do like we are playing well, yeah, and we're controlling the game, which is something good. Oh, what a ball that is! Oh, what a ball! Oh, lucky. So I do like the fact that we're playing a more controlling tactic against Greece. Just straight away from what I'm seeing on the off here, it looks like we're a bit more threatening going forward. But all I want is for them shitty teams, we have to beat them comfortably. And if we can get the results, like I said, we have to beat these here. If we get a draw away, I don't mind against this type of level of team. But them lower teams, we have to beat them. And once we do that, I'd be happy. Going back on to the whole Grealish and Rice thing, Paddy. I've seen a couple of people angry that Grealish celebrated. And to be honest with you, it doesn't really bother me. I don't get why he does it, in fairness. I do and I don't. I'm kind of fucking talking shite because I get why he does it. I could understand if he didn't do it. But if I'm him, I'm probably doing it just for pure shithousery.
Look, to be honest with you, I think it's more a responsibility as a professional that celebrating in a game like that could incite crowd trouble.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main reason why he probably should have left it. I think Rice was smart enough to kind of put his hands up in the air, fair play. He played for us at one stage. So no, you don't celebrate. You just don't. I don't think you do anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the shoulder of one of your teammates, but you don't like Grealish did, run towards your fans, pump in the air. Yeah. Considering you played for this country before. It's a lack of respect, I think.
And Paddy, it kind of leads us on to that topic.
People that gave him a chance. We gave him a chance when England wouldn't.
Yeah, it's fair, yeah. But it leads us on to that topic of people playing for or England and then switching to Ireland. Do you think that should be allowed? Or do you think it's... because to me, like I said, if you're playing at a lower level, it does give you more of an option to be spotted by, say, the likes of an England if you are... Look, I mean, if I'm being honest, if you're going to be playing for Ireland, you should be playing for England if you think you're going to be going that way. Rice is probably an exception to that, where some people probably start out with Ireland and just, that's it, they're with Ireland. Whereas he kind of went on and became would you call him world-class midfielder? Would you call Declan Rice world-class?
Declan Rice?
Yeah.
In his position, he's a lot to prove still, but he's the potential to be world-class in his position, definitely.
Yes. So I'm thinking, should they be allowed, almost use Ireland as a stepping stone to go to England?
No.
You don't think so?
You use your club football to move. You shouldn't be able to move your allegiance, your country allegiance. There's no way.
So do you think once you put on a jersey of a nation, that's you submitting it for your whole career?
Okay, so once you get to maybe 21s, under 21s, if you put on the jersey for the under 21s, you're then being looked at by the manager of the adult team, and you could be picked then. So. No, I think when you get to the 21s, that'd be my cutoff. So 18s, yes, maybe still, but 21s, no.
I'm gonna disagree with your age bracket, Paddy. I would actually say if you're actually playing 14s, 15s, I would say that's it, you're done. Because you think about it, right? You could say under 21s. That's well into people's careers there at 21. That's like you look, players coming into like even your man Yamal, fucking whatever his name is, playing for Spain at 16, 17 now, going into the first team. Like, so under 21s, your career is well and truly underway. And if you're not in the international setup at that stage, you're probably not getting called into it. Or if you are, you're not a world class player that should have been in there from the start anyway. But I think like once you're kind of going
What age were
15,
Royce and Grealish when they?
I think they were
made the change?
15, 16s when they were kind of playing for Ireland. I'm not sure how far they
No,
kind of went up. I'm pretty sure they were like, I think it was young enough.
really?
Like,
Oh well, then you're
yeah.
right. Well, then you're right. Sorry, I
Ooh.
thought you were older.
No, I don't think so. Maybe you could do a little fact check there while I'm yapping and double check it. But I think once you're 15, 16 years of age, once you put that jersey on, I think your professional career is pretty much well underway at that stage. So I think that should be the cutoff point for it. Maybe I'm wrong because now what's happening is we're being told that people that are 18. Go ahead.
Declan Rice played three friendly games for the adults team at 19 years of age. At 19 years of age.
So see, there you go. So that's what I'm saying. The under 21s, like 19s, like that's you're an adult and you're in the men's team.
Yeah, so 18 then. 18.
So I would like to see a commitment before that. Now I know you can say, well, look, they're only kids. You're not an adult. You're probably not let's say like you're not fucking voting until you're 18. So how come you legally be binded to a club? So some people will argue that shit. I don't know. But I think once you're going 16, 17, once you put on a jersey, I think that's it. You should be stuck with that. And I don't think that because I think the rule is once you make an official competitive cap for an appearance for your international team, then you're stuck with them. But I think that even see like friendlies, I think if you play a friendly, that's it. Done as well.
You should just have to, if you're playing international football at 18 years of age, when you become an adult, you have to make your choice then.
Yeah, I think so. I think once you sign a professional contract,
yeah,
that's well, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of saying, and then as I'm saying it, as I'm saying, I'm kind of thinking like there is probably logical arguments against it, if I'm being honest. Like, so I'm kind of walking myself in fucking circles here. Like, but yeah, I don't know. Look, I don't want to spend too long on this. Well,
let's go black or white, right? So to get your opinion, do you think they should or should not? Go into your head right now. Do you think they should or should not be able to change allegiance at 20 years of age?
No, 100% no. That's 100% no. No, 18, definitely the maximum age. Maximum age you'd be allowed to do it. But I understand when people like. For instance, we were talking about it. I don't know if we mentioned it here, but it might have been beforehand. Mason Greenwood now saying that he's going to be playing for fucking Jamaica or wherever his parents are from. I understand it from that perspective when you're not in the team, but at the same time, see, and now I'm after walking myself back into a fucking circle here again.
He shouldn't have been able to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm after walking myself in a circle, and I'm kind of saying, why would you fucking lock yourself down to one team that you may never get into, whereas he can go and now have a career with?
It's not about the money. It's not about your career. It's about playing for.
It's the representation
you want to represent. It should be a pride thing. Now, look, so maybe it's another thing that the likes of Grealish and Rice shouldn't be able to use Ireland as a conduit for their professional career because they're thinking to themselves, well, look, we're going to get on the international scene. This is more exposure for us. And then we'll make the switch to England because we think we're good enough. So, Ireland's just being used as a feeder country as opposed to a feeder club.
Yeah. And that's what I felt. That's what I felt with them too. But again, like I said there a second ago, Paddy, I'm walking myself in circles where I'm disagreeing with it, but then I'm just keep finding logical things to agree with it, like that Greenwood situation where I'm saying, right, if he's not getting into his national team, why shouldn't he be allowed to go and pay for his father or his mother's nation, which he is technically kind of half 50%?
Because he already put his allegiance to England.
So are we saying? So I'm more okay because maybe Greenwood's a bad situation because he has represented him at a lower level and stuff like that. So I'm more thinking if you haven't even been playing with them at a younger level, do you get the choice?
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
but
saying
you
no.
haven't played for anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
haven't
So
put
yeah,
on anybody's
that's where I'm
jersey.
thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
That side of it. It is a bit messy, isn't it? It's a fucking messy situation with the international stuff, like. But I'm jumping off it because it is actually getting fucking too messy. Paddy, we forgot to mention what we're going to be doing over the next kind of coming weeks. So do you want to go through it and then I'll jump in and we'll probably confuse ourselves again.
So we were looking at adding segments or sections to the podcast, but then we thought to ourselves, why break the podcast if there's nothing to fix? So essentially what we want to do is get more content out there to the users on different platforms such as Instagram, TikTok and the likes. So we've been putting out questions this week in terms of your start bench sell. So they're going to be bite-sized videos that we're going to put out throughout the week, so you get your beyond the ball goodness all throughout the week. Now you don't just have to wait till a Tuesday to see our beautiful faces. You're going to see new content all throughout the week. And then also with the start bench sell, we're going to start running. I'll pass this one over to you, Colly, actually, because this is a good one. And I think,
what are we talking? Are we talking about? Are we talking about our 11?
The one I'm going to win? Yeah, the all-time best.
So we're gonna do. We still haven't fully confirmed it. We're talking about doing each week a start bench sell, but with the position of each team. So say for instance, right, we're gonna do Chelsea and we're gonna do United. So 3 keepers from each team. I'm gonna give Paddy three Manchester United goalkeepers. I'm gonna say Schmeichel, Van der Sar, Barthez. Start bench sell. We obviously know what the answers are going to be there, but I'm going to give them 3 of them. I'm going to make him give me his reasons for doing that, and he's going to give me 3 goalkeepers, and they're going to be 3 Chelsea's keepers that he thinks are the best keepers that we've probably ever had. We might not agree with them, but we have to kind of we have to go and play with it. That's eventually going to lead us to getting a team of 11 of Chelsea players and United players. And then we're gonna have to go against each other and have. Is it gonna be? It's probably just gonna be a start to sell. I think if we're looking at
it's going to be who plays and who's
gone. It's going to be who's the best.
Has to die. The has to die from
who has to get killed.
The of the club forever. Yeah.
So it's basically going to be a heavy head. That's not it.
Heavy head. I have a heavy head after the weekend.
Head to head. Sorry, head to head. So it's going to be a head to head once we confirm our 11 and our 11. They'll go head to head in a 1v1 each week, and we will be determining who is going to be getting that position. We will also be doing, like I said, I think Paddy touched on it there, the start bench sell that you are sending into us. 3 random ones, we're going to be doing that, but we're also going to be doing then an all-time 11 Premier League team as well. So there's a lot to come, Paddy. There is a lot of good juicy content coming up. That's only the beginning because we're going to be pushing this shit like a motherfucker. So hopefully you'll be seeing us everywhere. And what we do rely on is people liking, comment, subscribe, share it with your mates, give us your opinions, and we want to be the most interactive podcast there is. Yeah, we want to be the most interactive football podcast you're going to get. You get a lot of these, let's call them corporate football pages, Sport Bible, stuff like that, Sky Sports, all these fucking big ones. They give you the news, but you don't get any interaction with them. You put in a comment, and the only people you get interaction with is people that are also watching it as well.
Jamie Carragher will spit at you. That's about it.
It's spit at you, yeah. And if you have a kid, it'll spit at that kid too. So, we won't spit at you. We'll tell you to fuck off, but we won't be spitting
unless
at you.
Unless you ask us to.
If you want, you have to pay extra for that. But we're going to be putting that out, and we want people to be getting involved. We want to hear your opinions. I know people think my opinion doesn't matter. It actually does, and we love to hear it. So that's what we want to see in all of our videos that we post. Paddy, did we miss on the content side of things?
No. I suppose discuss those because you'll be seeing the first of those videos coming later this week.
Yeah, Friday is the aim.
In the coming weeks, there'll be lots more to come.
Yeah. Right, Paddy, we're going to jump off international and we're going to be jumping on to the football predictions for the weekend. We gave out our, we're going to be skipping fancy football this week because there's been no change, and we gave out our €20 monthly winner. The man has been paid. It was Chris Gernan, and he won and received his €20 like a champion. So fair play to Chris. Paddy, we're going to be going score predictions on this. We won't be too long doing them, but we've got the top 6 teams, we're going to call it. I don't know if we can call Chelsea and United top 6 teams anymore, but we're going to try claim it because no one's going to argue with us. Southampton versus Manchester United starting off early doors on Saturday at 12:30. What do you think?
This is the start of United's resurgence this season. I can feel it in my bones. We've had a good international break. Players got minutes in the legs. 12:30 dirty kickoff on a Saturday morning after the international break is not ideal, but I do believe there's going to be a positive result here. I'm going to go Manchester United 3-1 because I don't see us getting a clean sheet yet, but give us a couple of weeks and that defense will bed in and we'll be a machine. 3-1, and I think Hyland's back, but he probably won't start him, so I'm going to go for Xerxes because he got a goal and an assist for the Dutch during the week.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like to say it, but I do think that United are going to nick this one. Usually back in the day, I would have said, 4-0 to United, but I'm just not saying it. I'm going to say 2-1, and I'm going to say you score a late winner, and Ten Hag narrowly holds on to his job. Will Smallbone's a weird-looking fucker, isn't he? Sorry if you're listening, Will, but you're a weird-looking fella. 2-1, and I'm going to go with Jadon Sancho to score.
For United?
Chelsea legend he is. He's a Chelsea legend. I gotta go with.
You're gonna try and pass that off as a joke. Did you get that wrong there?
No. I was watching you. I was watching your face. I'm gonna go with Bruno Fernandes. He is probably due a goal at this stage, isn't he? You'd like to see.
I hope so, yeah. And his birthday, he was 30 during the week.
Fuck, he's getting old, isn't he? Right, Next one, Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Paddy, 8 p.m. on Saturday, a lovely evening game. May have a few points for myself. I'll jump into this one, will I? Just because I'm the Chelsea fan, the resident Chelsea fan. Do I see us winning? Absolutely. Do I see us struggling? Absolutely not. Chelsea are back. That was a little blip in the road, the 1-1 against Palace. Chelsea are going to be winning this one easily. 3-0, and you know what I'm going to request? I'm going to request a Cole Palmer double. That's what I want. Paddy, do you agree? Disagree?
An 8 o'clock Saturday game. This is a new thing, is it now?
I thought they did it last year. The odd time.
Maybe I was just drunk every time it was on, but
possibly, yeah.
Yeah, I agree that I think Bournemouth losing Solanke, I think was a big loss for them. I see Chelsea, even though the slip up against Crystal Palace, narrowly winning here, and Cole Palmer, I think, will be the difference again because I think he's an amazing player. I'm going to go for 2-1 Chelsea and Cole Palmer to score first.
Paddy, I'm just thinking, right? We never go to the pub for Chelsea versus United. Do you think we should make it happen?
This year? We will be this year.
I think we should make it happen, and maybe we'll do some sort of live on Instagram or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Looking at it now, it's the 2nd of November, but I think that's going to change because all the games are down at 3 o'clock. Yeah. So I think that's going to change with cup games and stuff like that. So we'll see when it is. Next game, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Obviously, Liverpool coming off 3 wins, looking very good. Paddy, do you think the international break would have slowed them down, or do you think it was? Do you think they wanted this international break? Doubt it.
No, but I don't see Notts Forest causing them many problems in Anfield. I think Liverpool's big tests have still to come, and they've had a relatively handy start. So I don't see there being any difference here against Notts Forest.
I'll ask you for a score prediction.
No, I said relatively handy start, and they had to play United.
Extremely handy, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 3-0 and Diego Jota because he started the season very well. Hasn't done much in the last couple of games, but yeah, I think he's gonna get a goal here.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Liverpool spanking them 4-0 here. I think they're too good. They're playing some really nice football. I don't know if I'm just listening to the media, but I'm hearing everybody giving so much praise to fucking Schlott, saying that there's elements of the attacking football that he's after taking from Jurgen Klopp, and then he's tried to implement his own kind of football coming out from the back and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just listening to it, but I am seeing it. Oh my God, what a goal! Oh my God, please don't be offside. No way. There's no way that's offside. That's an absolute screamer. Oh my God. Check this out. Oh, he's well off. Fuck. Watch this finish, Paddy. Ogbene takes on the chest. Tick-a-boo.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's such a shame, isn't it? Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Sorry. RIP to headphone users, but yeah, I'm leaving the where I'm hearing like, yeah, he's taking little bits and bobs from Jurgen Klopp. But I think it's bullshit.
You can see what his game is. He's just a little bit more cautious than Klopp. Klopp was always looking for that killer ball, whereas he wants the risk reward thing. So he wants to build up a little bit slower than Klopp did. But it seems to be working so far.
Yep. So I do think a handy one 4-0, and I do think that look, it's impossible not to fucking pick Mo Salah these days because the man's on fire. So I'm gonna go Mo Salah to score. Next one, Paddy, is Manchester City versus Brentford. How do you see this one going?
Oh, Brentford, an absolute. We're gonna smash City here. Yeah, right. Man City 4-0. Ivan Toney's gone on his holidays.
Yeah. He's on permanent international break.
For 4-0, and I'm gonna go for another hat-trick for Haaland.
Ooh. Yeah, it's impossible to look past City. I think you're probably spot on with the fucking scoreline. I'm gonna say 3-0, and I'm gonna say Phil Foden to score. Paddy, probably the game of the week coming up then after that is Spurs versus Arsenal. That is on Sunday at 2 p.m. Arsenal playing some very good football, but how are they going to do in Arsenal this year? Bottled it against Brighton, 1-1. I think this one they may come undone again against Spurs, and I actually think Spurs are going to beat them. I know Spurs had a poor result against Newcastle, but they will want to bounce back. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 Spurs win, and I'm going to go with Son to score in this one.
Wow. I don't agree, to be honest with you. And I do that they've both had some poor results starting, but I suppose Arsenal just lost their last game or drew their last game, wasn't it?
1-1, yeah.
Drew, sorry. And I think Arsenal know two not 3 points on the trot against the City side. Sure, you're nearly kissing the league away already, and we're only 4 games into the season. I'm going to say Arsenal are going to win this narrowly, so I'm going to say 1-0 to Arsenal. And I'm going to say Declan Rice is going to score. Going to continue his goal scoring form for country.
Injury news, Paddy. Looked like Odegaard has twisted his ankle, and he was seen leaving on crutches from the international. So
he will be a massive loss for them, and crutches as well.
Probably precautionary just to keep the weight off it. But yeah, an ankle injury, and for those of you who have him in the fantasy football, this is your heads up. Get him the fuck out because he won't be playing. Right, Paddy, that's pretty much it on the score predictions. So, Paddy, that's pretty much it for the podcast. Like I said, we're going to be putting out some more content later on in the week. If you're not following us on Instagram and TikTok, what are you doing? Because that's where the magic is going to be happening this season. We already are doing the reactions after the game. So after every Chelsea and United game, we're going to be going live. We're going to be giving live reactions to how we thought we performed. Yeah, it's all happening there. If you are watching this on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, wherever you're watching it, or Twitch even, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, or whatever it is on your little platform that you're watching it on. Give us an old thumbs up before you click off the page. Go follow us on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. You can follow us there as well. YouTube, again, we're everywhere. So make sure you are following. Make sure you are liking. Make sure you're subscribing. Paddy, that's the end. Whoa, Paddy has something to say.
I can promise you on Saturday, 2:30-ish, when United win, I'm going to be doing the McGregor victory walk around the sitting room.
I'm going to pull it up right there. It's the Vince McMahon one. Okay?
All right, okay. The Vinnie Maxo.
Yeah. Let's just fucking clear that up because he robbed on him. Yeah, I know.
I don't know if I should be mentioning him. Bit of a Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. But sure, look, there's a great documentary coming out about him on Netflix. I can't wait to watch it.
Looking forward to that. Yeah, it's going to be good.
Can't wait to see all the bold things he did. But anyway, Paddy, a massive thank you for coming on this week. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. It was amazing. But you're never getting on my shoulders again.
Listen, you may need premature back surgery. Right, that's going to be it. We'll be back next week at 8 o'clock on YouTube, Twitch, by the looks of it, and Facebook. So we'll see everyone then.